Hi there, good evening. Hope everyone's well. I hope this is clear. This looks really grainy where I am. It looks a bit weird, but hopefully you can see me okay. Don't know why it looks like this. I can't tag any. Oh gosh, it's all changed. Haven't done a live for a little while, but I can't tell. Can I tag anyone? What's this? Nope. Because I do tend to tag people, just, obviously you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it's here for the taking if you want to do the relaxation. And sometimes having that tag, because if you're anything like me, kind of forgetting what's going on, especially today when I had to message Rachel and double check that it was tonight I was doing the meditation. I feel really fortunate to be able to have the summer holidays off, but my routine is all out of sync at the moment, and I find it really hard, actually, harder than I thought I would. I thought I'd, because I've had the last couple of summers off, but it's hard not being in a routine. So yeah, anyway, so here we are for the monthly relaxation, the monthly meditation. It's about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, a session where we start with a mindful moment, and then we do a grounding exercise, followed by some focused breathing, and then the meditation. And I'm reading the lake this evening, so it's just a nice guided visualization, taking you away from your busy day, your busy week, your busy life, and something that's nice to do, as in the daytime, in the evening, whatever works for you, really. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can have a look at my little crystals. And get you started by making yourself comfortable. Your comfort is key to getting the best from the relaxation. And then either closing your eyes or softening your gaze, relaxing your shoulders, letting everything go. Become aware of this moment. Become aware of your breathing. Forget about the busyness of your day. Forget about the busyness of your week. Forget about the busyness of your life. And just take a moment to prepare yourself to spend some time where the focus is on you. And during that moment, I suggested forgetting about things. It's not easy to forget about anything, so it's more pushing those thoughts to the back of your mind, leaving them outside the room for now, picking them up later on. And it's all about having this time for you. It's all about not thinking about what you need to do next, what you need to do in half an hour's time or whatever, but just giving yourself that bit of time. So moving on to the grounding exercise, and grounding exercises are brilliant for moments of anxiety, moments of stress or pressure or overwhelm. And we just go through a little sequence using our senses, starting off by noticing and naming to yourself 5 things that you can see. So just noticing 5 different things in your space. And then noticing and naming to yourself 4 things that you can touch. And then noticing and naming to yourself 3 things that you can hear. Just noticing 3 different sounds around you. And then noticing and naming to yourself 2 things that you can smell. And if there isn't anything noticeable, just thinking about 2 smells that you like. And then finally noticing and naming to yourself one thing you can taste. And if you haven't eaten or had a drink recently, then just noticing the taste of the inside of your mouth. It's all about being mindful, all about being in the moment. So we're going to move on and do some focused breathing now. And we go through this process as we have done already, kind of the mindful moment, the grounding exercise, the breathing, just to get you in the best place for the relaxation. And rather than jumping in and just doing the relaxation, I think it's nice to add this in as well. So we're going to start with a breathing sequence using numbers 3, 4 and 5. And with this sequence, the out breath will always be 3, but the in breath increases. We start at 3, and after a minute it jumps to 4, and after another minute it jumps to 5. And it's really important that you're mindful of how this exercise feels, that if breathing in for the count of 5 feels a challenge to do slowly, then speed up the counting a bit. It's all about making it work for you, so counting at a pace that feels right. And if you find you're counting quite quickly the first few times you do this, it's one of those ones that you can build on, and over time with practice you can focus on slowing down the counting and therefore slowing down the breathing. So starting by breathing in for 3 and breathing out for 3. So breathing in for the count of 3 and breathing out for the count of 3. And just doing this in your own time. And then increasing the in-breath to 4. The out-breath remains at 3. Breathing in for the count of 4. And breathing out for the count of 3. And again, doing this in your own time. And then one more increase of the in-breath, now to 5. The out-breath remains at 3. So breathing in for the count of 5. And breathing out for the count of 3. And doing this in your own time. And now we'll do one more breathing exercise where we'll do equal breath. So with this one, we go through a sequence from 1 through to 5, starting breathing in for 1 and breathing out for 1, and then breathing in for 2 and breathing out for 2, Breathing in for 3 and out for 3. Breathing in for 4 and out for 4. And then breathing in for 5 and breathing out for 5. So just work through that sequence from 1 through to 5 in your own time. And now, moving on to the guided visualisation. So we're going to go on a journey in our minds to the lake. So maybe adjusting your position a little, just making sure you're comfortable, either sitting or lying, just feeling comfortable and supported. Allowing your hands and your arms to rest by your side, on your stomach, in your lap. Unclenching your hands, uncrossing your arms and your legs. And if you happen to be lying down, just allowing your feet to turn outwards a little, just to relieve any tension from the muscles on the insides of your legs. And now closing your eyes. Spend a moment or two focusing on your breathing. Notice your in-breath. Notice your out-breath. Allow your breath to flow easily and gently. Maybe noticing that you relax just a little bit more every time you breathe out. I'd like you to imagine that in front of you is a large wooden door. You walk towards it and reach for the handle. You turn the handle and the door opens. You step through into an empty room. As you walk into the centre of the room, you become aware of a bag on your shoulder. This bag contains all of your troubles and worries at this moment in time. Today it might be quite heavy. It may be fairly light. I'd like you to put the bag down and walk away from it towards another wooden door on the other side of the room. The door opens as you reach it, and you step out into a beautiful, warm and sunny day. You are standing on a long path that stretches out in front of you. You start to walk along the path, feeling the heat rising from the floor to the soles of your feet. You can feel a gentle breeze cooling and refreshing on your skin. Slowly you wander along towards a bend in the pathway. When you reach the bend, you can see the path gradually winds its way along towards some steps which lead to a lake.